Hi friends, how are you? In this video we are going to learn about the metabolism of growth hormone. Growth hormone binds with a plasma protein which is a fragment of the extracellular domain of growth hormone receptor. The concentration of this plasma protein growth hormone receptor fragment is therefore an index of the number of growth hormone receptors in the tissue. About 50% of the growth hormone is bound to this plasma protein that provides a reservoir of growth hormone in the plasma. Growth hormone is metabolized rapidly by liver. The half-life of growth hormone is about 6 to 20 minutes. Normally in adults less than 3 nanograms per milliliter of growth hormone is present in the plasma in basal conditions. Though only a small quantity of growth hormone is excreted unaltered in urine. Daily urinary output of growth hormone reflects its 24 hours profile. Mechanism of action. Growth hormone binds with the receptor called growth hormone receptor, which is a membrane polypeptide containing 620 amino acids. This receptor neither resembles any of the G protein linked receptor nor is it similar to receptors with intrinsic tyrosine kinase activity. Rather, it is a tyrosine kinase associated receptor that belongs to the membrane of cytokine receptor superfamily. It has three domains: a large extracellular domain, a transverse membrane domain, and a large cytoplasmic domain. Growth hormone receptor has two subunits, and there is binding site on each subunit. When growth hormone binds to one receptor subunit, the binding site on other subunit is attracted and subunits come close to each other. This provides a homodimer of growth hormone receptor. How the homodimer of growth hormone receptor is formed? When growth hormone binds to one receptor subunit, the binding site of other subunit is attracted and subunits come close to each other. Thus, the homodimer of growth hormone receptor becomes the homodimer. This dimerization is an essential component of receptor activation as it initiates the activation of number of enzyme cascades including JAK-STAT pathway of hormone action. The hormone binding with receptor activates the following four signaling pathways. First pathway is JAK-STAT pathway. In JAK-STAT pathway, the JAK kinase is the member of family of cytoplasmic tyrosine kinases known as Janus kinase. It is associated with but not an integral part of growth hormone receptor. STAT is the signal transducer and activators of transcription, which belongs to a family of inactive cytoplasmic transcription factor. Binding of growth hormone with growth hormone receptor activates cytoplasmic domain of it, which induces JAK kinase. Statin phosphorylation by JAK kinase migrates to nucleus. This results in induction of various genes that mediate hormone action. Prolactin and other growth factors also act through JAK-STAT pathway. Coming to the diagram. This is the growth hormone. When the growth hormone is okay guys, coming to the when growth hormone is binds to the receptor, one of the subunit when growth hormone is binds to the one of the subunit of receptor on other receptor binding site attracted and come close, and it forms the dimerization. Okay, thus the dimerization of receptor is occurred. It activates the JAK2, that is JAK kinase. Thus it forms the phosphorylation of STATs, that is STAT is nothing but signal transducer and activators of transcription, which induces the various gene transcriptions by entering into the nucleus. Okay, and the hormones like prolactin and other hormones also act through JAK-STAT pathway. And next pathway is SHC GRB pathway. JAK2 phosphorylates intracellular protein SHC, which in turn activates GRB2 proteins. GRB2 proteins stimulate MAP kinase that induce various gene transcriptions. Coming to the pathway. Coming to the pathway, SHC GRB2. SHC and GRB2 are the intracellular proteins. When the binding occurs, the JAK2 phosphorylates the activated and it phosphorylates the, you see P here, this means it is the phosphorylation. JAK2 phosphorylates the SHC and it activates the GRB2, and GRB2 stimulates the MAP. MAP means mitosis activated protein kinase. This is mitosis activated protein kinase that induces the various gene transcriptions, maybe directly or by activating the phospholipase A2. Okay, and the next pathway is TKIRS pathway. TKIRS pathway, that is tyrosine kinase. Insulin receptor substrate. TKIRS pathway is tyrosine kinase, insulin receptor substrate. Activation of JAK tyrosine kinase phosphorylation of IRS, which in turn induces various intracellular enzymes. Coming to the pathway. Activation of JAK kinase causes the phosphorylation of IRS, activation of JAK kinase, it phosphorylates the IRS, which in turn induces the various intracellular enzymes. Coming to it, induces the MAPK, that is mitosis activation protein kinase, which in turn activates the phospholipase A2, and it induces the gene transcription. Thus, it induces gene transcription. And next pathway is phospholipase pathway. When HR complex also stimulates the membrane enzyme phospholipase C, which results in production of diacylglycerol. Diacylglycerol initiates calcium influx into the cell and probably also initiates gene transcription. When the HR complex is formed, it initiates or stimulates the membrane enzyme phospholipase C. Phospholipase C is one of the membrane enzyme. It activates through the HR complex formation, which results in production of DAG, which results in this DAG initiates the influx of calcium influx into the cytoplasm through the phosphokinase. Thus, it induces gene transcription. And our next topic is physiological actions of growth hormone. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.